All right, hi 230. So this is the lesson for May 13th. In it, we're just reviewing mean, median, mode, and range, which you might remember from what we did right before NWA when we took it in December. So to find mean, remember you add up all the numbers, divide by how many there are, and that gave me a mean of about 33.4. Median, you put them in order from least to greatest, find the one in the middle, which in this case, it was 29, so that's my median. Mode is the one that's the most common. Well, the only number that shows up twice is 28, so that's why that's my mode. And my range is the biggest number minus the smallest number, which is 54 minus 18, so that's how I got 36. All right, over here, same deal, mean, add them up, divide by how many there are. I end up with this right here. Median, I put them in order from least to greatest. I found that there was two medians because there's an even amount of numbers here. And so what you should do is you should add them up and divide by 2. So I got 91.5. Mode, there was no mode because there's no number that shows up more than once. And finally, range, I just subtracted the biggest number minus the smallest number. All right, down here, so to find the median, I had to figure out what each of these was. Each of these basketballs represents 3. So I wrote them out. Then I went ahead and I put them in order from least to greatest. In the middle, there was 2 numbers, so I had to add them up, divide by 2, how I got my median. Mean, I just found out what the numbers were, add them up, divide by 4, because there was 4 numbers, found my mean. All right, on the next page. This time they're telling you that they want for the mean to be 6. So what I did is I put an X down here because I don't know it, and these right here. I added those up, the numbers, and when I got them, I got 25. So I was thinking some number plus 25, then when I divide by 5, because there's 5 numbers, I'm going to get 6. So then I went to solve it. Well, the opposite of division is multiplication, times 5 on both sides. 6 times 5 is 30, so then I ended up with X plus 25 equals 30, subtract 25 for both sides, and I ended up with 5. So that means that this part right here is 5. All right, this one over here. So they're talking about some animals, and you ended up buying a horse that's way bigger than all of the rest of your animals. It's 900 kilograms, when before the biggest one was 160. So that's a pretty big jump. So that tells me that's going to affect the mean quite a bit. The median, yes, it will move up, but it's not going to move up that much just because 900 is so much bigger than 160. So we're going to go with B. All right, down here, it's very similar to this one up here. We know 3 of them, but we don't know the last one, and we know that the mean should be 60, so same deal. I add up the 3 I know. I end up with 180. Then I have to divide that by 4. Well, the opposite is multiplication, so 60 times 4 is 240, and then when I subtract 180, I'm going to get 60. All right, box plots. We just went over this, right? We know how to do box plots forward and backwards. Put them in order from least to greatest. They were already in there. Find the median, minimum, maximum, Q1 and Q3, and I found that it matched up with C. Down here, they're just asking for the median. Median, remember, is the line that's in the middle of the box, so that's why I know right here it's at 7. Over here, they're just asking for what percent has 7 or less. Well, that's going to be just this section, which is 1 quartile, because right here is Q1, so that means that's only 25% because it's 1/4 of the data. All right, on the last page, we just went over this on Monday and Tuesday. So interquartile range, you know how to do that. Mean absolute deviation, you know how to do that. All right.